in a nearby cemetery. So I will have to try and see if I can find that. Because I'm sure Jean Armour's buried down here as well. So that could be an interesting little thing to find. So before I do head out, if you're enjoying my channel, if you enjoy my videos, if you can click on the subscribe button, click on that notification bell, leave some likes, leave some comments, it's always really appreciated. And if you'd like to support the channel further, I will post a link to the channelscoffee.com page and the channel's TikTok account in the description bar below and in the pinned comment in the comment section. So with that out the road, I'm going to grab my bag and head on out and get myself up to the Burns house. Sorry about the noise, I think there is somebody working over to the side somewhere. But we've got this little flower garden here, dedicated to Burns. Got some artwork of Burns over there. And obviously some of his work. So that's from My Love Is Like a Red, Red Rose. That's Selkirk Grace. So there's some of meat and can't eat, and some would eat that want it. But we have meat and we can eat, and say the Lord be thank it. And I think that's supposed to be Tam O'Shanter. But over there is what I'm actually coming to see. That's the Burns house right there. So these are the two plaques that are outside. So this is the house where Burns did die. Yeah, so they are buried nearby. I've also got a wee museum in here as well.
What's the name of the guy that took that tourist one with the t-shirt on? Bobby Jeff. Bob? Is that Bobby? Sorry. The guy that was there yesterday, what was his name? Bobby and
So Burns actually has a sword stick.
yeah, there's a lot of the small
It's
guy
a
that was
sword made to look like a walking stick.
and that was Bobby. Right, okay. Is that the chap with a suit on?
Yes.
And the glasses, red tie.
So there are some steps that take you up to the second floor. There is another flight that takes you up to the attic, but we can't go up there just now.
There's a pub in Dumfries called the Glen,
And this is another wee museum room in here. It's got a lot of items associated with Burns. And yeah, that's the Burns Mausoleum, which is actually not too far from here. I will try and show you that before I finish this video. So these are all items associated with Burns. So we've got Burns souvenirs, examples of some Burns tourism. So Burns has been a popular part of Scottish tourism for a while. wee room in here. So yeah, they've got wee chance of kids and people wearing some outfits that maybe kind of similar to what people at Burns' time would have worn. And they've got a wee kiddies trail, so that's why there's a wee poppet on the wall that the kids essentially have to go around and try and find all the poppets. Yeah, this room here is actually the room that Robert Burns died in. Yeah, there's another little poppet up there. We do have a bed here, which would have been similar to a lot of the beds that people at this time would have had. But this is not the original bed that would have been in this room. This is not the bed that Burns died in. Unfortunately, the one that Burns died in essentially was cut up into pieces so it could be turned into souvenirs, so people could take away essentially bits of Burns' deathbed, which is a bit creepy. And that there is a set of lowland pipes, or small pipes. And we've got a wee room back here, which is the writing room, which is where Burns actually spent some time writing. And this writing desk was not the desk they actually had in this room. I think the guy, one of the guys was telling me, one of the guys that works here, that this is actually, is it the old man's, is it somewhere that Burns had stayed? Or it's somewhere that one of his friends lived, and he'd written work on this desk, but this wasn't the desk that was here originally. I think the desk that was here originally is at Alloway, on near, near air. And they did point out that Burns actually has scribbled his name on this window pane. I don't know if you can quite make it out, but you can read it on the bit of brass that he has written his name on that bit of glass. Yeah, the museum's shut now for lunch, so I'm gonna head up to the mausoleum. Try to see if I can find my way up there. I'm sure it's up this way somewhere. And one of the guys in the museum was saying that there might be somebody at the mausoleum letting folk in, so I might actually get the chance to see the inside of the mausoleum this time. And yeah, I'm going the right direction. I can see the church where it is. I recognise it from the last time I was here. And yeah, I think I'll just turn around and kind of let you see that church back there. That's the church I'm heading to. That's where the mausoleum is. I think it's just round the corner. Kind of go up the steps. So I'll let you see what's there when I get to it. So that's the statue of Jean Armour. So that was Robert Burns' wife. And that's where I'm heading to. So they've got this monument outside the kirk itself. There's obviously a plaque up there. So the church that you're looking for is St Michael's and South. Oh, there's a Covenanters Memorial as well, to keep an eye out for that. It's definitely a packed little graveyard. So you just follow the path round. And that's the mausoleum right there. And there is an image of Burns on the inside, trying to even get a better look of it. It'll be pretty much presenting Burns as the Heaven-top ploughman. The information board here. So, come back round the front. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to get in just now, but that's the gravestone there, and that's the image that they've got inside of Burns at his plough, being inspired by one of the muses. Yeah, so that's me finished my little visit to the Burns House and the Burns Mausoleum. And again, a lot of people probably don't associate Dumfries a lot with Robert Burns, but again, it is where the time when he died and where he is buried. And yeah, so it's a great wee kind of place to stop off at and have a good wander around the Burns House. The staff in there really know their stuff, really informative, really helpful, and are always willing to tell you a lot about the history and about Burns himself. So definitely worth a visit. Definitely worth getting up and seeing the mausoleum as well. So if you're in Dumfries, definitely have a little visit of the Burns House and the Burns Mausoleum. So hopefully you will have enjoyed this video. I've definitely enjoyed coming back to Dumfries and having a wee visit. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.